Welcome back, everybody, to the Even Your Dynasty show.
We just got breaking news in.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Even Your Dynasty show. We are back with another weekly minor league update. This is going to be a September 3rd minor league update for the games that were played between August 25th and August 31st. Obviously, we're a day late this week. I appreciate everyone's patience with the long weekend. We had a very busy weekend. I did not have time to pull everyone's numbers and get our highlights cut up and have the video ready at the quality that I prefer to give you guys. So appreciate you guys waiting an extra day. We'll jump right into it as we are getting close to the end of the season. We've only got one more week in San Jose and Eugene, and both teams have clinched the playoffs, so they'll have playoffs the week after that. I guess that'll be next week that they're playing the playoff games. Richmond somehow still in the playoff hunt since they do first half, second half champions, and they, have an opportunity to still make the playoffs because they've been a pretty good team in the second half, as you guys have all seen. And then Sacramento, they have 3 more weeks left in their season. They're also, in the playoff hunt. So we'll see how that shakes out. But we are nearing the end of the 2025 minor league season, which is sad. But we're gonna hope all these teams can finish strong. I'm gonna run through how they all did, but we'll just kick it right off with AAA Sacramento, who went 4-2 versus Reno. They are now 70-62 on the season. Number 1 prospect Bryce Eldridge went 7 for 22, 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. 4 of those strikeouts did come in his last game of the week. He took an offer with the sombrero. Unfortunate, close to the week for him, but he did have a good week overall. He did hit one of his home runs 470 feet. It is Reno. It is at elevation, but I mean, that's still a bomb no matter where you hit it. You could hit one 470 on the moon. I'll still be impressed. So, big week overall for him. Continues to show a lot of good things, a lot of growth. I know Posey said they don't anticipate him reaching the majors this season. At this point in the season, that makes a lot of sense. Had the team still been, hanging around the playoff hunt a week or so ago and needed that jolt, he might have made sense, but he missed too much time, I think, with a couple hamstring injuries. So number 13 prospect Marco Luciano, he went 9 for 22, 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. One of the home runs, the StatCast initially said 508 feet. It was the second one he hit to right center field. That would have been absurd. They have since, amended that. I think they put it at 436. Still a big homer, but, not 508. Overall, really good week for him. I like seeing the strikeouts down, almost a 1-to-1 walk to strikeout ratio this week. Ultimately, he's likely going to end up with another organization unless somehow he goes unclaimed, which I don't see that happening. He's got too much talent that a team is going to be interested in him. So they'll probably trade him for a, flyer pick, kind of like, or flyer prospect like they did with Joey Bart going for Austin Strickland. It's a bummer because Luciano's got a ton of talent. He's only going to be 24 next season, but he's pretty well blocked here with Matos and Gilbert, pretty definitively ahead of him right now in the pecking order. Number 18 prospect Trent Harris, right-handed pitcher, threw in 2 games, 4 1/3, 2 earned runs, 3 hits, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. The second outing, he did go 3 innings, and that's where he gave up 2 earned runs. They did leave him out there for quite a bit, so he was just kind of out there to eat innings, unfortunately. Number 21 prospect Jesus Rodriguez had a really good week. He has been very good since the Giants traded for him. 8 for 24, 2 home runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and stolen base. 1 home run did come off a position player. I'm not going to share that, but did spin on one. A lot of his power I've seen has gone to kind of the opposite field. Nice to see him turn on one, hit it 105 miles an hour out to left field, almost down the line. He did start catching again this week. He had been dealing with a sore shoulder, hadn't really been catching for since they had traded for him, had been primarily DHing. So good to see him back behind the plate. Something to monitor. We're going to keep an eye on his defense and the growth there. I know he's a bit of a work in progress. I think he's going to hopefully take a pretty solid jump this season to next season. Hopefully they can, get him some good work in the offseason so he can take a step forward, because if they want him to be up on the major league roster as either a backup or, whatever the case may be, he's going to have to improve there. So number 22 prospect, Mason Black, went 1 2/3, 8 earned runs, 10 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. At least he didn't walk anyone this week. Number 23 prospect, Trevor McDonald, 7 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 8 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts through 96 pitches, 57 of them for strikes. It's Reno. It's a tough environment to pitch in. I don't put too much stock into how they do at that location. If they have great outings, it's a really nice kind of feather in the cap. It's like pitching well at Coors Field, but I don't I'm not too hard on pitchers if they get knocked around a little bit in Reno. Wade Meckler, 10 for 25, 4 doubles, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 2 stolen bases. One of his doubles, it was to kind of left center field. Pretty impressive swing for Wade. Doesn't often demonstrate a lot of pop, but it took a little bit to hit one up off the wall in left center. So it was nice to see. Good to see him hitting for average again. I'm going to say it every time I talk about Wade Meckler. I just want to see better defense out of him. Braxton Roxby, right-handed pitcher, pitched in 2 games, went 3 1/3, gave up 3 earned runs, a hit, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Moving over to Double-A Richmond, they went 5-1 versus Akron. They are 51-72 on the season. Earlier in the year, they were, I think, 30 or so games under 500 at one point. They have had a very solid second half, and it's easy to see why. I mean, aside from adding some talent from Eugene, guys like Bo Davidson, Scott Bandura, Drew Kavanaugh, aside from getting some of those guys up, they did add Tristan Vreeling in trade, but you've seen guys like Sabine Ceballos really turn the corner in Double-A, and he's been very productive for about 2 months now. I think July 1st is kind of the turning point for him. So really nice to see Double-A playing significantly better. And like I said earlier, because of the way they do the playoff formatting, they are still technically in the playoff hunt. So we'll see how they do this week. Number 3 prospect, Bo Davidson. He went 10 for 27, 2 home runs, a double, a walk, 5 strikeouts, and a stolen base. Hit 2 home runs on Harry Potter night, so clearly he's a big Harry Potter guy. Good for him. But overall, it's really nice to see Bo Davidson settling in. If you look at his numbers right now in Double-A, he actually has, I think, a 121 WRC plus. He has been 20% better than league average since going there. He's hitting about 270. High 700s OPS. So he's been doing very well in a very tough league. I still anticipate him to start in Double-A next season, but it's good to see him having success. I think come next year, maybe he'll be able to hit the ground running early in the year and, potentially earn a promotion up to Triple-A. And then he's only one step away from the majors. So exciting prospect, exciting to see what he's doing in Double-A. And yeah, we'll just see how he can finish the year. Number 10 prospect, Diego Velasquez. He went 2 for 20, a walk, 4 strikeouts, and a stolen base. Number 11 prospect, Joe Whitman. 5 1/3 innings, an earned run, 6 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts through 93 pitches, 59 of them for strikes. This was easily Joe Whitman's best outing in probably 2 months, it feels like. He's been definitely going through a lot of struggles, particularly with his command. His command was much sharper today or last week. And he has the pitch mix. You guys all know how I felt about Joe Whitman. I was very high on Joe Whitman. I thought his pitch mix stacked up with pretty much anybody else's in the system, just very inconsistent with his command. So if he could tighten it up, he could still be a really good starter. Otherwise, you may end up seeing him go to the pen at some point. But time will tell there. Nice to see him have a good outing. Number 30 prospect, Jack Choate. He's back in the rotation. He had been getting used in the pen a little bit, but he went 4 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 6 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts through 62 pitches, 39 of them for strikes. Scott Bandura, 6 for 23, a home run, 4 doubles, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, 3 stolen bases. that looks a little bit more like the guy we saw in Eugene for much of the year. Some power, some speed, getting on base, being a kind of a menace while on base. So really nice to see a really solid week out of Scott. Hopefully he can just finish the year strong. He's definitely similar to Bo. He's had his struggles since being promoted to Double-A, but he is holding his own pretty well. Drew Kavanaugh, 4 for 11, a home run, a double, 5 strikeouts, and a stolen base. Did have the home run and double in one game. He kind of had a breakout game. It was really nice to see out of him. He now has hit a home run in all 4 affiliate, full season affiliate levels this season. I don't know the last guy to do that. Bryce Eldridge did not do that last season. He didn't hit the home run in Sacramento. He hit one in San Jose, Eugene, and Richmond, though. Couldn't tell you the last guy to hit one in all 4 levels, but Drew Kavanaugh has done it. So that's kind of a cool accomplishment for him. Just a nice little side note. Shane Rodemacher, right-handed pitcher, pitched in 2 games. They put him in the pen. 3 2/3 innings, no earned runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Catcher Adrian Sagasti, he's kind of in a platoon with Kavanaugh. Sort of a platoon. He's not really starting much, like 1 or 2 starts a week since Kavanaugh got promoted. But he went 2 for 8 with a double. Right-handed pitcher Tristan Vreeling, he had his worst start or appearance since coming over from the Yankees in the Camilo Duvall trade. He went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 4 earned runs, 4 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. Rough outing for him, but overall he's been really good since coming over. So the one outing is going to really skew his statistics since that trade took place, but we'll see how he finishes the year. And then Sabine Ceballos, I gave him a lot of love last week. I'm going to give him a lot of love again this week. He's been rock solid defensively at third base for the last year or for this season. 9 for 21, a home run, 2 doubles, and a strikeout. He is now basically right at league average offensively for the year in Double-A. His second half, he's been like better than 40% above league average. That's how rough he was for a good 3+ months of the season. But since July 1st, he has been one of the best players in the Eastern League. Big shout out to Sabine. He's having a great second half. Let's see if he can finish it strong, end up putting up some decent numbers. I think at one point he was hitting down around 180 or 170, 180, and his OPS was down, threatening to get under 500 at one point. And I believe now he's up near 230, and his OPS is in like the 670 range. So big turnaround for him. I would love to see him finish the year on just a torrid pace and somehow get it up to like 240 and 700, but that might be a little bit too late to pull that off. Moving over to Eugene, High A. They went 5-1 versus Everett, who they've pretty much dominated this season, it feels like. They're going to be playing Everett in their playoff series next week. So I might be trying to go to a game or 2 of that. That would be fun. But Josh Bostic, he went 5 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, threw 83 pitches, 55 of them for strikes. Damian Bravo had a rough week overall, went 1 for 10 with a double and 5 strikeouts. The one hit was a big one, though. He had a bases clearing double to extend a lead in one of the games. Jacob Christian had another really nice week. His numbers have greatly recovered in Eugene. He was off to a bit of a slow start. Strikeouts are still a bit high, but overall, he had a great week. He went 7 for 17, 3 doubles, a walk, 4 strikeouts. I believe he's hitting now 280 in Eugene. So having a great year there after having a great year in San Jose. So we'll see how he finishes the year. Jonah Cox, 6 for 23, a home run, a double, a walk, 6 strikeouts, and 2 stolen bases. Xander Darby is continuing to struggle a little bit in Eugene, 0 for 8 with a walk and 6 strikeouts. Obviously, he was phenomenal in San Jose. As I said last week, it's a learning experience. Hopefully he can, get a couple of good games coming down the stretch and just something to build off going into the offseason. And I have no doubt that he's going to attack the offseason, and we're going to see a much better Xander Darby next season. Greg Ferrone had another really good outing for Eugene, 6 innings pitched, no earned runs, 3 hits, a walk, 5 strikeouts. I would have loved 82 pitches, 54 strikes. I would have loved to have shared the highlights from his outing. But as you're seeing with some of these highlights, Eugene, or when they're playing in Everett, Everett doesn't have the center field camera. You're looking from behind home plate. It's kind of useless for starting pitcher highlights. So that's why I don't have his on there. But the big lefty had another really good outing for Eugene. Parks Harbor. This guy looks like the steal of the Camilo Duvall trade. I mean, I like what Jesus Rodriguez has shown. He's been phenomenal. Definitely the closest to being ready to contribute at the big league level. Yeah, I've heard pretty good things about De La Rosa down in the complex league. Vreeling's shown some good things, but Parks Harbor, since he's been healthy after that trade, has absolutely annihilated high A pitching. This past week, he went 9 for 24 with 5 home runs, a double, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So hopefully you're all enjoying the home run derby that's taking place in the highlights right now. He hit him to all parts of the yard, some pull, some, left center, right center, right field side. Has all field power. Now, disclaimer, Everett, their park dimensions are not the biggest. Definitely a pretty pretty hitter-friendly park. But still, 5 home runs is 5 home runs in 1 week. So still impressive. Not going to discount him there. Charlie McDaniel, 4 2/3, 5 earned runs, 6 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts through 86 pitches, 51 of them for strikes. Quinn McDaniel went 4 for 11, a double, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Giancarlo Cio had a solid week for him, 6 for 21, 2 home runs, a double, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. The second home run, a little bit, friendly confines, I feel like. The first one was a really nice pull side, really spun on it. That, I think, is a home run pretty much in every park. It was really nice to see. He's been very solid since going to Eugene after being really good for San Jose. I mean, he's just a very solid prospect. Love to see how, watch this guy hit. He plays all over the diamond. I think he's played everywhere but first base and catcher defensively this season. We'll see how he continues to develop, but he's been a really nice find for the team this season. And then Charlie Zacconi, 8 for 22, 2 home runs, a walk, 4 strikeouts. Just keep asking the same question I feel like I ask every week, and that's why is he still in Eugene? He is so deserving of a promotion to Richmond at this point in the year. I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately, for him. But he has been rock solid this season, and great to see the year he's had. He cleared the 20 homer threshold though for Eugene, which is no small feat. Moving over to San Jose, who, while being the best team in the Giants system all season, did have they're on kind of back-to-back rough weeks. I think they went 1-5 last week, and they went 2-4 this week. So they're struggling a little bit as the playoffs are looming. They went 2-4 versus Visalia. They are now 78-48 on the season. Still really good. A lot of the young draft picks are in San Jose right now. Some of them are struggling, but we are seeing some good success out of a few others. But we're going to run through those, starting with number 5 prospect, Johnny Level, who went 3 for 18, a triple, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. He's, hit in a bit of a funk the last couple weeks after being off to a pretty good start there. But we'll see how he finishes up. Number 12 prospect, Arhanis Kayama, 3 2/3, 2 earned runs, 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, through 63 pitches, 41 of them for strikes. Number 14 prospect, Jacob Bresnahan, 4 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, through 82 pitches, 56 of them for strikes. Somehow that's been about his worst outing in a month, where he goes 4 innings and gives up only 2 earned runs. He's been great in San Jose this season. Hopefully he can just finish strong. He'll definitely be in Eugene to start next season. Number 16 prospect, Keener Martinez, 4 innings pitched, an earned run, 5 hits, a walk, 4 strikeouts. Another really solid outing for him. He's been rock solid since they've called him up. He threw 64 pitches, 36 of them for strikes. Number 17 prospect, Luis De La Torre, 3 2/3, no earned runs, 2 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 77 pitches, 46 of them for strikes. It seems like for the left-hander, his, efficiency has been a little bit lacking at time. I think that's been the one negative I've seen from him since coming up to San Jose. Has not been the most efficient. It's kind of limiting how many innings he can go right now because of that. But overall stuff, really good. I love his fastball. He can throw it both bottom of the zone and top of the zone with a lot of effectiveness. Then also his slider, we saw a couple really good ones. The second strikeout came on a slider. He back foot on a right-hander, was really nice. Liked seeing that. Overall the command with that has been a bit spotty at times, but overall I like what I've seen out of Luis De La Torre. He's been really solid since he's got to San Jose. He's a guy I think can move pretty quick. Number 19 prospect, Junior Marte. He's the right-handed pitcher the Giants received in the Mike Yastrzemski deal. He has also been very solid since the trade. Buster and Zach Manassian, they kind of nailed it, I feel like, at the trade deadline. Almost every single player that they acquired has done well performance-wise. The only negatives being, Vreeling's last start and, Tidwell's got shoulder soreness, which hopefully is nothing major, but he was dominant before he got injured. I mean, Gilbert's up in the majors. Rodriguez has been great in AAA. Vreeling's been solid. Harbor's killing it in Eugene. And Junior Marte's been very good for San Jose, too. So they got a lot of pretty intriguing prospects in those trades. But he went 4 innings, 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts through 70 pitches, 46 of them for strikes. Number 26 prospect, Lorenzo Miola, the 4th round pick, went 5 for 20 with a home run, a double, a walk, 7 strikeouts. Number 29 prospect, Cam Maldonado, their 7th round pick, 3 for 20, a double, 5 walks, 7 strikeouts, 4 stolen bases. Obviously, he didn't hit for a great average this week, but I like seeing him impact the game in other ways. Trevor Cohen, their 3rd round pick this past season, he went 6 for 19, a double, 6 walks, 3 strikeouts, a stolen base. He has almost a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk or walk to strikeout ratio, I believe, since getting to San Jose. He's hitting like 320. He has shown a little bit of impressive power. No homers yet, but a couple extra base hits that, some good carry to center field off the wall or in one of the last week's game. This week he went opposite field, had a really good one. So nice to see. Lisbel Diaz, 4 for 22, a double, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 2 stolen bases. Hunter Dryden went 4 2/3 innings pitched, 5 earned runs, 7 hits, no walks, 9 strikeouts, 81 pitches, 57 for strikes. Robert Hipwell went 1 for 22, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Jeremiah Jenkins had a solid week, 3 for 13, a home run, a double, and a strikeout. I know he's been dealing with a little bit of an injury, but has finishing the year on a strong note, it looks like. Jeremy Maldonado, 3 innings pitched, no earned runs, no hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts through 50 pitches, 28 of them for strikes. Walker Martin went 1 for 21, 4 walks, and 10 strikeouts. He has been on a skid a bit the last, little bit of the season here. And then Nico Mazza had a really solid start, went 5 1/3, no earned runs, 4 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 80 pitches, 50 of them for strikes. So that's all I've got for our minor leagues for this week. Like I said, this list is going to get, we'll have almost a full boat next week, and then it's going to get shorter and shorter for the last couple weeks. Unfortunately, sad to say, but we are inching closer to the off season. We'll be back on Thursday to talk. I guess I should say tomorrow night to talk Giants, the big league club. Hopefully we're coming off a, really good series in Colorado. They took the first game. I'm recording this before the second game has taken place. Hopefully, we've got a lot of good stuff to talk about there, but maybe they can fight their way into the playoff hunt. But if you guys do enjoy the content, please do hit that like, hit that subscribe, click the bell. We did reach 2,000 subscribers last week. So a huge thank you to all of you guys. For those of you that didn't see it, I'm not going to go too deep into this. Maybe we'll talk about it on the live show. But we are going to be doing, number one, we're going to be doing a giveaway on Thursday during our live show. So we'll make a post to kind of announce what the giveaway items are going to be there. But number two, if you guys didn't see the post, it's in the community on the YouTube page. We did kind of talk a little bit about the future of the channel, kind of some of our goals. Things we're working on. A lot of this isn't going to change until the off season. if you guys have any questions on any of it, just shoot me a message or in X or anywhere, or you can, comment on the video or anything like that. But we have some stuff that we're in the works on that we're going to try and keep bringing you guys new content, different stuff, things that we can, change it up for you guys. We want to do more in-person stuff, especially that's a big goal for us. So appreciate you guys all tuning in. We look forward to seeing you guys on the live show on Thursday. And other than that, go Giants, and we will see you next time.